ride on golf carts. And for large...
Alert just went out. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Hello, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for being here. All right, so strange things that I'm noticing today. Lots of glitches. All right, so even now, there's stuff happening. Just so y'all know, if shit go haywire, y'all already know what it is. All right, we just gonna go with the flow. Now, messages, what's going on? All Hallows Eve energy unleashed. Halloween energy. Poll question: Do you feel Halloween has spiritual energy? Yes or no? What truth are you finally ready to admit to yourself? Questions that need answers from you. All right, welcome everyone. Hello, spiritually blessed. Hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. Paris, hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. So one thing that I noticed is if anybody paid attention to when I programmed the channel during the weekend, there was poll questions already in here. So before I sat down here, one thing that I made note to myself is twice today I done said, sick and tired of. So then when I said it this time, I made note that this time I'm sick and tired of. This timeline is full of redoing. I don't like that. The other thing was I literally almost laid right there and went deep until I thought, oh my God, you got a message that you're supposed to get up and do. So I went and checked the time, and I was thankful that I didn't miss the time because either way, you know, we here. I was just sitting doing content and, you know. Anyway, so we got what's going on, All Hallows Eve energy unleashed, Halloween energy. So I went over here, you know, to my handy dandy notebook, and that's when I realized that shit was not the way I had left it, right? And period. Hey, Majestic Grace. Shit was not the way I had left it. So one thing is talking about transformation and growth, all right? First and foremost, do you even celebrate Halloween? Because a lot of people might not celebrate Halloween, but some people may be celebrating the energy surrounding Halloween. So that's actually a thing. I still didn't go get my candle, so I ain't gonna front, I ain't gonna lie. Actually, I still almost ran up out of the house because I need a drink. Mind you, now sitting here, freeze cup, and I should have went to the store when I really, really wanted to go to the store. But either way, didn't, and now I'm gonna have to go after this shit. And so hopefully it ain't too late. Okay, so the first thing I'm seeing right here is 919. It's 919. So 919 angel number. Let's see what that means before we kick this thing off. All right, so angel number 911. Put it in your pocket. Angel number 919 is completion, renewal, and divine redirection. So Pisces seeing 919 is a clear sign that a major cycle is closing. Let's hope the fuck it stays closed, because I keep saying, why are we back here? So universe, keep it closed this time, all right? Thank you. Not as an ending, but as a rebirth into a higher purpose. This number vibrates with transformation. This number vibrates with transformation, self-mastery, and divine timing. Great. Thank you. 9, the number of endings, wisdom, and soul fulfillment. It appears twice to emphasize completion, closure. You've learned the lesson. Now the universe wants you to apply it. 1, new beginnings, independent and creation. It sits between the 9s, showing that your new path is born out of what you've released. Affirmation. You're being redirected. Statement, not affirmation. You're being redirected towards your true destiny. Let go with grace. What's leaving is making space for your highest alignment. Okay, I like that. Something about it though. I'll tell y'all what it is in a minute. In the morning. So we got 911 and in the morning. Didn't mean to say neither one of them. All right, so we got the spiritual message. You may feel endings in relationships, careers, or mindset. Don't resist it. This is divine pruning. A new reality is forming, but it can't arrive until the old vibration fully clears. You're stepping into new leadership energy. No longer repeating cycles, but rewriting them. Praise God, because good God. Thank you for the confirmation, because y'all just literally heard me say, I sat down here and I said twice today, I said, I'm sick and tired. And then they give the message, don't be sick and tired yet, friend. We can ready, move you on away from, because listen, somebody about to get it. Because I don't understand. And we done already discussed just letting them have it when it's time, so that way, my emotions can be in check. So it's going to help everybody if, we don't get this thing under control, because it's been really weird. And the reason why I'm saying this, and it's not even pertaining to anybody, it's just that when I sat down here, and I know I sat down here for hours and I programmed this channel, mind y'all, the reason why I made note that they're missing is because I was so proud of myself, because I thought y'all was going to have a great time playing with the new poll questions, because I actually put in 4 of them. They had their own little emojis and all this other good shit. None of them survived, not nary day. And I'm just now realizing today's Thursday. And at first, the first couple of days, I said, no, why the fuck are they not there? But I didn't realize to go look at the other ones to see what happened. So why is the Q&A still there, but the freaking poll questions are not there? That's getting on my nerves. And then something happened again with the card thing today. Like, it's still that timeline thing. And it's pissing me off, because it's like, it's either undoing what I'm doing or it's doing something that I'm not doing. And I don't like that. Mind you, I can see it so easily, because again, I sat down here and I spent the whole day doing a lot of stuff. That was part of the stuff that I was doing. So whatever is happening in the timeline alteration, it's literally pissing me off, because I see it so clearly the many times that it has been done. And what is that? Because it don't make sense. And I'm not the only one feeling it. Other people are feeling that too, because other people are saying it. But I've been telling y'all for a very long time, this shit ain't right. What are they doing? And then the speculation was from one of the people, y'all heard it before, trying to get to a timeline where they can figure out, but then trying to get to a timeline where whatever it is they're trying to accomplish, they've accomplished, but each time they failed. God, get them, please, and thank you. Get them for real, because I'm tired, and it be times like this when they start using the shit, because these are great times to use the shit. Mind you, any time is a good time to use the shit, but this is a good time to use the shit. Anyway, so thank you for the message, universe, anyway, because it makes me feel better to know that, the synchronicities and signs are still coming. All day long, it's been da-da-da-da-da, but I ain't really been looking them up either. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, because honestly, I just ain't been fucking with it. That's the way I've been feeling. Like, y'all gonna have to, I need something. Like, whatever y'all doing right now is pissing me off. So y'all gonna have to figure it out, because whatever y'all letting these people do is a little bit too much for me. Like, you ever seen somebody or know like of a situation where somebody really be pressing they fucking luck, and everybody around them knows it, the universe knows it, they mama know it, they daddy know, like everybody knows it, like this person is definitely pressing their luck. One of these days this is gonna happen, but that's the way it feels. Like, whoever's doing that, like, you're pressing your luck. Like, I'll be glad when the universe just go ahead and just swallow you up. Like, somebody, big old hand just jump out of, wherever, and just squeeze you real tight so you turn into mush and you never get to touch another machine ever again. Because this is getting out of hand. Because I don't like having to do work multiple times. Like, who likes that? And then the other thing that was jumping out was fucking warehouses, inventory. So I think that whatever's happening in the system is causing, I don't know how it would be causing pile up, because to me, I would think that if there was a lack of stuff, it would have been, people would have been trying to buy it. But for some reason, it ain't looking like this. It's looking like it's a overflow, overstocked warehouses, and it's just like shit falling off, but it's like nobody. Remember on Christmas when it was like the land of misfit toys? It's kind of giving that vibe, but it is overly something, overly stuffed. It's like shit all the way up to the top floor, but it don't make sense because the way it's even sitting there, like, you would think that something that is that tall would topple over, but it's not. It's just an endless fucking tower of shit. Don't know what that is, excuse me. Take it how it resonates. But it just reaches to the ceiling. And then it's like conveyor belts or something. So I don't know what that is. Like, what is that? What would that be? Could that just be like a warehouse or something? Because I done seen like warehouses that have like I don't want to say a forklift, none of that. It's like a crane or something that are up in the sky, but it's not that. It's like one of them things that you would be on, like if you went on a ski lift or something like that, going across the building, or I don't know, something strange. So whatever that would be, maybe some type of, because it looked like clothes falling out of the thing, but what's actually going across seems like more mechanical. So I don't know what would be going on in this factory, and it's steam and some other shit around. So whatever that is, don't know why that got inserted. So maybe hold on to it, put it in your pocket too. So spiritual message, you may be feeling endings in relationships, careers, mindsets. Don't resist. This is divine pruning. A new reality is forming, but it can't arrive till the old vibration fully clears. You're stepping into leadership energy, no longer repeating in cycles, but rewriting them. Okay, went back over that. Got it. All right, emotional layers. Because you feel energy so deeply, 919 can trigger waves of nostalgia, reflection, or grief. But beneath, so I don't know if the doors move on this place or something. Y'all know how it's like sliding. It would look like maybe a aircraft carrier, but that don't make sense because it would make sense for the top part, or the building, like a place where you would park airplanes or something at. But something's different. Something's not right, because why would they have the other stuff there? Anyway, I think it's a landing pad where you house planes or something. Take it how it resonates. Anyway, where was we at? Because you feel everything, energy so deeply, 919 can trigger waves of nostalgia, reflection, or grief. But beneath that, emotion is renewal. You're not losing anything real. You're releasing illusions. Every tear shed is an offering, a libation to your higher self, watering the soul for the next season. So 919, a release what's complete. and what's aligned. I release what's complete and welcome what's aligned. I skipped the word because I'm like, you know. Anyway, I release what's complete and welcome what's aligned. My endings are sacred beginnings. I trust the divine reflection of my life. It is a plain place because they're talking about a fucking manifesto. That's for planes, right? All right, so it must be a place where you house private planes or something of that nature, but somebody is using it for like a warehouse, so it may be like multifunctional or something. Don't ask me why this is coming up for whatever. Let me see what this says, because they're study talking and it's a manifesto. It's get ready, get on a plane. So what's going on? All Hallows Eve energy unleashed, Halloween energy. All right, so something was about the schedule because the other thing for the message. All right, so there was a kid. He was born, which was strange because this birthday belongs to somebody I know. But the birthday is June 17th. There's a little boy that was born on that day. It was on a video or something, and I think I just seen this like 2-3 days ago. And what was they saying about the little boy? Because what triggered me was the birthday, because I know that birthday, right? But what was important about the kid? So maybe that might be just a thing, that there was a kid that was there also. So I don't know what they're doing, but this is always the thing. It creeps me out when shit like that starts to happen because that's coming out of nowhere. Oh, she said it's her brother's birthday. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. And plus my screen is scrolled down. So sorry about that. My son did just get on me for that. He said, I don't, because what happens is, and if I could show y'all this, the thing drops down so I can't see the chat. I'm only looking at shoes. So sorry. Let me see if I can get you up here. So what are you saying? So spiritually blessed. I'm an hour behind you. And now it's giving me a headache. Yes, you're so right. That's my brother's birthday. All right, well, something is happening because the people are moving. So I can definitely clearly see that because somebody's chartering, because I heard that them say that. They're chartering a plane. So I don't know if it's their plane or if a plane got, like, it was something that they was continuously using, but this is at I don't think it's an airport though. That's the thing. It could be, but I don't know, because again, I don't even know where that came from. I just happened to remember the little boy from yesterday, like the video. I'll see if I might have reposted it. So it probably is there because it was on a some type of fucking, it might have been on a reel or something. Why was that little boy important? Like I said, I know why the date triggered me, but I couldn't remember. I'll remember because it was important. And the birthday is what really triggered me because I know that birthday. So let's see what we got over here. And, you know, this is when the stuff like, you know, just starts anyway, because certain days and certain things just automatically leave doors and shit open. We sitting here. We, you know, apparently it's just doing whatever it's doing because that's weird. Because it don't make sense. Like how they got this shit piled up, it don't make sense. And I don't think it should be there. So it just seems out of place. Let me see. So I can't see y'all right now. So it's been getting, hold on, let me go back to see what you said. I've been getting downloads that something going on bad with him. Well, you gotta give me a minute because I don't even know where that came from. So like I said, all I know is these are the things they're showing me. And so I still can't. I'm focused on whatever's in the corner. So I got to be able to let my mind let go of that. But something about the corner has me focused because I swear it looks like laundry. Like, you know how the laundry bins that they push like to hotels and things like that? It looks like those types of things standing up. Like it don't make sense as to how it's there. And what is coming out of it looks like laundry, but it shouldn't be like that. It's just weird. So that's the thing that keeps pulling my focus to the place. But there's planes there. So I don't know, honey. Um, so going back about a brief history of something. So we don't know, but we could potentially know about the rituals and things that go on. So anybody, people don't celebrate Halloween, but they do the spiritual rituals because it was All Hallows Eve related to, your loved ones and things of that nature. So it's like big rituals and things like that that, people get involved in. Do what thou will. I ain't got no judgment on it, and I ain't saying nothing about it at all, period. All we gonna cover is make sure that you do your own, whatever it is that you do, because something about it is now being blocked off. Like literally it is moving. You know how you put a puzzle together, like puzzle pieces. So if you would start to put a puzzle piece together, that's what it looks like, but it's getting ready to create a big ass X. So it's looking like, don't go here. Anyway, take it how it resonates, because it could just be street signs and things of that nature. Um, portals, portal nights, when the veil is thin between the worlds. The energy becomes liquid, just like your spirit. This is the year All Hallows Eve is awakening your inner mystic. So some of y'all may be a lot more psychic this year, a lot more open this year, which is the reason why they're probably saying, make sure you protect yourself. Make sure you do all your prayers. Make sure because for some reason, although the prayers was already going, up, the prayers ramped up. And this has been like for 2 days now, the prayers ramped up. So there was already like some of them going up, but this was make sure. Make sure. And it was something also about your first prayer. Because, Fajr prayer is the one that they said, make sure that that's your first prayer. You'll be protected. It's like putting on your armor for the rest of the day. So depending upon which prayer or how you pray or whatever the prayers are for you, making sure that you stay prayed up for whatever it is that you do. Okay? Because somebody doing something. And now it's 9:09. Mind you, it's 9:38, but the number is 9:09. All right, so 9:09, ending spiritual enlightenment, karma, and life lessons. The first nine reminds you that cycles are completing. We already had this, so we already had the nines. 0, the infinite divine. Taking a deep breath, like a gasp of air. That's how I felt. Like I almost was wanting to breathe. It's one of them things like something they would put down your throat. They just did it to my son. But that's the way it feels. But it's hard to breathe. The infinite divine portal. All right, something ain't right. So the infinite divine portal and connection with the universe, it amplifies the energies around you and symbolizes a spiritual reset. It's like everything in me wants to just fade away. That's weird. Another ending and closure. So whatever that is, and that may be just the way it feels. Like it's almost like a person, you ever, been connected to somebody and then all of a sudden one day that was the end. No more phone calls, no more seeing, no more nothing. That's it. So there was no closure in a situation, no nothing. And maybe that might be the way that, you wish for it to be. People don't realize sometimes people make closure all within themselves. Like when they already know everything is going the way that, okay, this is what it is. This is it. And so maybe somebody may be feeling one way, but that's also been a thing too. And I remember like a couple days ago, this might have been about a week ago, because my brother said, why do people need closure? Don't ask me. I mean, maybe it's just to, put your brain at peace. So I was listening to something, y'all, and I don't think I can play it because I know it has music in it. But the gist of it is, remember when I said the mind will protect the human? Well, it goes even further. The mind is a miraculous thing, right? So I think I reposted this thing, right? And, and it talks about a story of a lady back in the day. What she did was some people, a whole family, and then assumed the personality of the person's wife, and then she took over the property. Mind you, during the, of the people, because I don't know what they did to her. So this is another one of them stories where, they tell you in the light of making this person look bad, but not telling you what the people did to the person to get to this point, right? Anyway, long story short, they found the picture of this lady that was sitting at the head of the table, and then everybody else that was around was all, different, colors from her. And, they're trying to figure out how this black lady got at the head of the table with all these other people. And they're, this was during a time of racism and everything else. Everybody's having a wonderful time. Mind you, this is in what is it, Baton Rouge, a real actual story that they saying nobody even talks about or anything else. And the reason why they don't talk about the story is because it was a case where bankers, high society, and some other people all somehow mentally linked up to know what this lady did, but just rather assume or rather just act as if they don't know. Mind you, an amazing story. But the thing that got me was, right, a scientist came along, some lady, I don't know who, and she classified it and said that this is a case of this, right? How did she classify it as that? Because this is the thing that, always gets me. Nothing is a thing until they, no matter who they are, puts a label on it. And then people will just go with it. The major takeaway that I got was this, and this is, kind of part of, the spiritual connection of everything that surrounds everything that is happening right now. The brain would rather not acknowledge the crime or the actual what happened. It would rather not acknowledge that. It would rather just go into a stage of this is normal. Like, even though everybody knows that it's a whole family missing, everybody around just went into the story as if. So mind you, what they said was that whatever happened one day, just out of the blue, she just didn't look the same anymore, and then everybody ended up missing. She cooked something and fed it to everybody. So after everybody then, passed and everybody sitting there, she calls the other people that work there, the other slaves, in and tells them to take the bodies somewhere else. And everybody collectively agreed not to say nothing because it could be worse if in fact it gets noticed that this was happening. And so for a hot second, the people that was coming around, it triggered somebody, and then they started asking questions. Meanwhile, long story short, everybody that came into the situation just started to play along too. I mean, it was an amazing story. But meanwhile, it's ancestors to this day, right, of this particular lady that is looking for her history. But they said when they go to the state or when they talk to them about it, because it was such a widespread, because bankers, like this lady literally took over these people's land and everything after the fact, legally. Nobody asked no questions. This lady had other, wives and everything else coming to sit with her. Nobody asked no questions. So it's a whole long line of this person knew, this person knew, this person knew, this person knew, this person knew. But because they would rather just keep this story on the low, ain't nobody saying nothing. All right. So reflect on habits, relationships, or thoughts that no longer support your higher self. Trust your intuition. It's stronger than ever right now, guiding you towards clarity and growth. Because again, I just told you, the mind will protect the human. And remember, we keep talking about it on the channel. Y'all already know I said, certain things things just happen the way they happen. We just have to go with the flow. But if we are the architect and we want the truth, because this goes along with the truth. This goes with the truth of the seen and unseen. This goes along with the truth of the hidden things, the things that go bump in the night. Because when we're talking about the veil being thin and everything else, and All Hallows Eve, and how freaks come out at night, but also meanwhile people are worshiping their ancestors and deities, and it has nothing to do with all the other stuff, because collaborative mission to kind of put, it goes back to the history. So you can look up the history for yourself of when it started being this versus this. Okay. I might already have it up here, but anyway, long story short, if you do celebrate Halloween and you're going out, just be mindful and be careful, because you can kind of pick up a tag. One year I did that, right? And, people don't think that things of this nature are actually really real. But it was the last time I actually went out trick-or-treating. I lived in Delaware, so beyond 2010, okay? We started having parties because, at the time I was celebrating Halloween, loved Halloween. To me, it was, free and everything else. You get to get dressed up and everything. And I love the cause and everything else, right? The cosplay and everything else. Anyway, long story short, took the kids out trick-or-treating. Everything was cool. Had a wonderful evening. Came home, everybody got, settled down, went to bed. I had sleep paralysis. And so in the process of sleep paralysis, I wake up and I can't move, but I'm clearly awake. And as I'm trying to figure out, hold on, you're awake, but you can't move, my bed goes down. Somebody sits on my bed. I felt it. Mind you, my baby daddy is behind me. He's knocked out. He's asleep. It's dark as fuck, but I can't move. I can see, because how your eyes adjust to the dark. I can see, but I can't move. Scariest fucking feeling of my life. But mind you, we also have to be careful about who we sleep with, because during the lifespan of my children's father, I think I had the most sleep paralysis beside him. I done had sleep paralysis a few times. If you've ever had sleep paralysis, it's not always the best. It's not always the worst experience either, because, I've had it, and one time I was holding my son in front of me. I could see everything that was happening, but for some reason it just seemed like I was more or less, protecting and watching over him. But this particular night, Halloween night, it wasn't feeling, all that great. Anyway, long story short, after that, didn't go out trick-or-treating no more, because that was the first time that I literally felt like I got a tail. Didn't want that to happen no more. But the thing was, after that, a lot of strange events happened, because nothing even happened even with that, other than the fact I felt the bed go down, which scared the shit out of me more than anything. So nothing really random, happened other than that. That was enough. It was always be like more worse. I can't get it. Hold on. I was always like, the more I fought, the worse it got. Oh, the more you fought, the worse it got, the sleep paralysis. Yes. And see, that's always the thing. I never actually fought it, so it was just always strange to be able to wake up and not be able to move. Like, and one time I had it and shit was on my chest. So that was another thing. But I always pay attention to people that I would sleep by. I had sleep paralysis around. So I think that it was more or less pertaining to them than anything. I done had a person, and y'all could try this. No, don't just be trying shit on people though, for real. But listen, this is what you gotta do to them. Nah, I kid y'all not. I am not, like, listen, right hand to God. Y'all hear the ding, right? Going off already. Yo, no, not yet, Nook. I'm gonna go after this. My son's saying the same exact thing. So if you ever expect, or if you ever suspect anything out of anybody, right? Like, say that you might think that, they might have picked up something, right, along the way. Pray on them. Like, while they sleep, pray on them. And it's not nothing bad. Like, I kid you not nothing bad. Like a simple prayer. And you'll see. I had somebody, one of the people that I'm saying, it's funny now because it wasn't so funny as it was happening, but it is funny now. Every time this person came around, because they was always be like, going over the road and shit, but every time this person came around, every time they went to sleep, I would pray over them. But this person always responded not in the right way. Like, it was always some crazy ass movement or something of that nature, but it always was like still. But this person knew how to pray. Like, I would ask this person to pray, would pray like listen. When they say that the devil knows prayer too, y'all best to know better than us. Better than us, inside and out. She said, wait a minute, I'm not joking. I am very much serious. I done tried this multiple times. And all the ones that was suspect, it always never fails. You gonna get a good sign. Pray on them. Because listen, and I mean like a real good prayer. Like really, go to God about it. Because if anything's wrong, it's gonna be revealed right then and there. If everything's right, they're gonna wake up refreshed and they, talk to God about it. Because literally, all I did was give you a good prayer. But I'm telling you, touch them and pray on them and watch what they do. Watch what they do. Watch the response. I'm not joking. All right, let's see. Pray on them. Talk to God about them. Take them to God. Pull them into them, all right? Anyway, y'all, don't judge me. I'm for real, though. Ain't nothing wrong with a good prayer, especially when it's coming when it's coming in all love. And you need to know about these people because shit's serious out here. Let's see. You might feel emotions that don't seem to belong to you. Catch the mood of like the room before anyone even speaks, or notice your body reacting to certain memories, certain people. That's your intuition turning all the way up. So a lot of growth and elevation, happening here. These lights is hot as fuck, y'all. These grow lights be like, it's just a lot. Anyway, so for those of y'all that are very sensitive, be mindful to keep yourself covered. So if you're going out, you're hanging out with people, places, and things, keep yourself covered. You don't need to be allowing people to be touching you. And y'all know people for, Halloween and things of that nature, they get kind of, they want to have the skimpiest outfits and things of that nature on. It's great, but y'all are leaving yourselves very much wide open and unprotected. Because they looking, they creeping. Be mindful. Isn't Halloween a part of dark African American history? What part? I'm sure it does. I'm sure it has a lot to do with a lot. But the thing that I'm talking about, like, you have to look up, some things of that nature for yourself. We talking about things that people are, getting involved in. People do hexing and cursing. It's a lot of, a lot of energy work being done. So no matter what they doing, I ain't here to elaborate on what they doing. I'm here to elaborate on what you gonna do to make sure that you keep yourself protected. And chosen one, I love you. Thank you for being here. Keep yourself protected. Don't let these people prey on you and, prey, Prey, because there is a difference, okay? Some people gonna be out trying to see who they can, kind of consume. Don't let it be you. Hey, Kevin. I am cracking up. Who else is over here? Also, he was, hold on. I'm sorry. And also, he was also in misled. We had all types of abuse in our family. He hangs out at a laundromat. Oh, is he passed away? Because why is he giving, like, if these are things that's given, is he passed away? Because that don't make sense. If I mean, it could be if it's, substance, you know what I'm saying? It could also be that under, you know what I'm saying? But for all of those things to be picked up, it's given maybe he ain't around. Is he around? Because that's weird. She said her brother hangs out by the laundromat, and that is like the things that I described that I said are in the warehouse or the hanger or whatever that's piled up to the ceiling. So I don't know if I should be receiving that unless he's not here. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But hopefully he still is. But the whole thing is weird because, again, I don't know where that even came from. It just, shit just be happening. Y'all, make sure y'all keep yourselves protected because they said what's going on. So it's almost like somebody's aiming and targeting. Energy unleash, meaning you also have high good energy being given out, being sent out, but we're more focused on you keeping yourself protected because I feel like Prey, that's what it is, because it's giving panther energy now, like black cat, but it's the big one. So that would be a protection spirit is what it makes me feel like. But just be mindful. So the history, it was talking about when people lit bonfires, left offerings for food. So that's what they must be talking about, because I actually have some of the stuff pulled up right here, and some of the notes that I was taking, because I was looking up what All Hallows Eve, the beginning of it was, and it starts about talks about All Saints Day. It says literally means the evening before All Saints Day, which is November the 1st. Hallow means holy or sacred. So All Hallows Eve was once a time to honor the souls and saints who had passed on. Over time, All Hallows Eve was shortened to Halloween, and then that's when, Christianity and some other things took over and got involved in. So look up the history of things for yourself, because there is so much stuff that you can find, and so many different cultures, like the person was just saying. The important part is y'all. If you celebrating, have fun, do what thou will, but be mindful to, protect yourself, cover yourself, keep people's hands off of you. Make sure you do it during cleansing and things of that nature, because you don't want this to be the time when after you done all this work, all going up to here, and then now one night corrupts everything about you. So be mindful of that. It's very much important. But something about this date, and it was weird because that came up, but the calendar that's actually on the thing has the same exact date. So I don't know if you peeped that, spiritually blessed, but the calendar, I think it might be this one, or it might be the one from tomorrow. Either way, one of them have that exact date on it too. And I'm gonna see if I can find this thing for this little boy for you, because it might show you something, or might help you, because if it's something about your brother, maybe that might be, something that you need. Then the other thing was today, money was good. Money was good today. So if you was in that energy, just also know it's carrying over. It is just an activation. So it's just like money comes to me easily. Money comes to me fast. Money comes to me, constantly. It's energy of that's been the vibration all day. And I mean, I totally love it, and I'm thankful for it, and I'm grateful. But literally, it was nonstop out of nowhere. This, and this, back to back to back to back. So, energy being good as always, because remember, we're always doing this. The best time of your life and the worst time of your life could be, coincidentally happening at the same damn time. It's okay. You got this. So I don't know if y'all because that was the other thing. Did y'all actually watch the movie today yet? Because I was thinking about that too when I was getting ready lay down and act like I was getting ready to go to sleep for the rest of the night. But I was thinking I was gonna get up anyway in the middle of the night, which probably is still gonna be a thing. But because I hadn't even went upstairs, I was sitting right there on the couch, and I was thinking, okay, I'm going to put this movie on that we was talking about earlier, because maybe it has something to do with this. But be mindful. Be mindful. Because then it's about to get different, all right? So don't let yourself get caught up in no mess. Please and thank you. And I'll see y'all back here probably in a couple hours, all right? So I'm going to go to the store and get me something to drink, and I'm out of here. I love y'all. And spiritually blessed. Do you have my email? Because if you do, can you email me? If not, it's spiritlightworker1111. Email me, because I'm gonna see if I can find the that reel for you, and maybe that might help, because I just saw it. That's exactly where I got it from. This has been in the past couple days, but my days are blending together right now, so I don't know what that is, but either way, I got you. I'm gonna run to the store. Love y'all. See y'all. Bye.